Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to go through our how to make a pure Fluix crystal from elaborating on our last Minecraft episode at least, which was episode 26 on how to make a Fluix crystal, just the base one. So now we're going to take that and turn that into a pure Fluix crystal. So first thing you want to do is make a few Fluix crystals, and as you can see we have 4 of them right here. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to put them into, I believe you can put them into a grindstone, or we're going to use a pulverizer in our case. So we're just going to place the 4 of them in there. And what that's doing is going to break them down into Fluix dust. So once we have this Fluix dust, what we're going to actually do is we're going to regrow it similar to what we did in the first place when we made it here. When we used our 3 items, we used, if I recall, it was a charged Certus quartz, some nether quartz, and some redstone. We're now going to take the Fluix dust and mix it with some sand, and we're going to grow and make a seed that we can place into water and grow from there. So what I'm going to do is just going to go to a crafting table. Any crafting table will do. Take this one here, and we're just going to throw it over here. And with our crafting table, what we're going to do is we're actually going to put 1 Fluix dust that we made just by breaking down the Fluix crystal, and we're going to put 1 sand to it. And what that will do is make us 2 Fluix seeds. So with these 2 Fluix seeds, now what we can do is just place them into water. So very similar to how we did it before, we're going to place it up here just so we can watch it grow. So I'm just going to throw 1 in, and you'll see over time, it does take about, I don't know what the overall time is, I wouldn't say it's close to about 10 minutes or so. With accelerators you can get it down to about 2 minutes, but it will continue to grow. And you'll actually see it, there'll be 3 different stages of its growth. So one is the initial one, just like this. One will be at 33%, one will be at 66%, and one will be a full-grown pure Fluix crystal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually do a little bit of we're going to speed up time here and just let this grow, and we'll be right back. And you can see how it grows over time. Alrighty, so as you can see, we've left it for probably about 4 minutes or so, and I'm just going to show you that this crystal takes a long time, or the seed takes a long time to grow without growth accelerators, which is what we're going to add. So what I did is I just picked it up. You'll notice that it does have a timer within it, or a percent, I guess, of growth, and it does say this item won't despawn. So you can leave it out in the world for as long as possible. It also, now that I've somewhat grown the crystal, won't let me stack these 2, even though one of them has been placed in water and one has not. And they both show 0, 0, but there are differences between them. So what we're going to do, because this, like I said, this process will take many hours. I think the total time is, honestly, you're up in the range of 20 hours or even longer if you don't use accelerators. If you have growth accelerators, you can get it down to 2 minutes with 4 of them, if I recall. And we're going to build 3, I think. So I'm going to do 3, and then you can still see on the one side. And we're just going to add to this. So growth accelerators are fairly easy to make. You want to make a Fluix block. You want 4 iron ingots around the outside. You need some ME glass cable, just the Fluix kind, just the non-colored basically. And then you need 2 quartz glass, and that will get you 1 crystal growth accelerator. So I've gone ahead and I've made 4 of them. We're only going to use 3 though. And what you do is basically just place them strictly just right around the water where you're going to be growing everything. So what I'm going to do is knock out the glass, and I'm going to put in the growth accelerator in the spots. So we're going to put this vertically. And we'll put 1 more on this side. Perfect. So we got that in. Now what we need to do is we need to actually power it. So I'm going to knock out this corner here, and we're going to put some use some more Fluix cable, because it takes AE, because this is an AE block from Applied Energetics. It takes AE power. You can join them together, but they need to be powered separately. And then I'm going to put an energy acceptor below, which will convert RF power into AE power. And you'll notice that they're all dark right now, so they're not flickering, not doing anything right now. We're going to then put a capacitor, and we're just going to give it some power for right now, a temporary power. And I'm going to place that right here. And we're then just going to run an energy conduit between the two. We're going to put this to export. And you can see as soon as I did that, what it did is, you can see there's a drain on this. It's about 48 RF per tick, so it's a pretty steady drain. But you did notice that there's a bunch of, I guess, lightning and animations around the water. So if I do the same thing now and I throw in the same crystal that we took before, and I just drop it in, oops, that was my pickaxe. Let's not drop that one. I throw in my crystal, or my seed. Let's try this again. So I put in my seed, and we're going to let that continue to grow on that front. And we'll see how long it takes. You'll notice that it's considerably less time, and we'll just let this do a little bit of a time lapse here really quick, and I'll grab it here out in 1 minute. Perfect. So right around the 1 minute mark, you'll notice that it did change size. So we're just going to actually go pick it up temporarily just to see what it got to. So this is about a third of the time we left it the first time, but you've noticed it's grown quite a bit more. So we can see here's the original one that is at 2%. And we have this one that's at 37% right now. And like I said, they do grow considerably faster with the accelerators. And like I said, if you have 4 of them, I think you can get it down to 2 minutes growth time all the way. So I'm just going to let this continue to grow. Like I said, there are 3 visual sizes. You'll notice that it did change size both on this, when you pick it up, you'll notice it's larger, along with visually, it is a bigger crystal than the other one. So I might as well actually throw in both of these, and we have both growing side by side, and you can watch the size differences between them. So we're just gonna let that go. Like I said, once again, I'll time lapse it really quick, and then we will come and be back in a sec, probably about 1.5 minutes. Excellent. So as you can see, the crystal just turned into its final form. We're going to drop in and we'll pick up both of them here. And you can see we have one pure Fluix crystal. So that whole seed will turn into one pure Fluix crystal. And we also have our other seed that is at 62. So we'll just toss that guy back in, and we'll let it continue growing. And that basically concludes this little mini episode on going through how to make a pure Fluix crystal, just to be in basic water, like I said, which will take about, it's a long time. It's probably about, it's a good hour, I think. It depends on some server settings as well, but default time is very long. Or you can get it down to about 2 minutes just by using some crystal growth accelerators. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said before, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Feel free to tweet us or whatnot. And don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.